playing and making music when I was 5, 6, 7 years old. So music was truly always my passion. That was always something I always wanted to do, whether it was created through writing, rapping, singing, producing. I just knew I always wanted to do music and create it. So while I was playing basketball, I was always making music. I was always rapping, I was always writing, I was always making beats, I was always in front of the computer. If I wasn't in practice, I was making beats. After the games, I'm making beats. And in my closet, back when I was at Michigan State, they named my place Room Records because I had the broke closet door, and we'd go in there and just record music all night, me and the players and stuff like that. So for me personally, music was always my passion. So guys would ask me, even guys in the music industry was like, so what is your goals? I was like, first I want to make it to the NBA, and then eventually I want to do music full time. I put that out there when I was 19 years old. That was one of my decisions I made. I didn't know what was going to happen when I was 26. So by the time I was 25 years old, going into my, I want to say 4th year professionally, I broke my ankle. So I was out that whole summer. So I didn't end up getting picked up by an NBA team because I didn't have the opportunity to actually work out. So I signed a deal to go overseas. I played in Spain for 6 months. But the reason why I went to Spain, it wasn't to go play basketball. I went to Spain to actually get away from all the hoopla of the NBA, get away from all the fake people, get away from all of the buffoonery, and really spend time to myself. Me and my best friend went over there. His name is Dan. He's my best friend to this day. We went over there. We spent a lot of time with just ourselves because there wasn't much to do in Spain. Although it was a wonderful city, I had a lot of issues playing from passport issues.
Which city were you playing?
We were actually in Sevilla, Spain.
Okay.
So I believe that was the time for me to do a lot of soul searching, to really get myself back grounded to what made me who I was and who I wanted to be in life. So we ended up leaving Spain, I want to say late December, early January, to come back to the States. So I ended up getting back into the NBA, going back to the NBA. But that was a point in time in my life where my heart was kind of drifting towards something else. But my main goal was to get back in the NBA. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spend this summer, I'm gonna work really hard and at least go back to the NBA to get my 4 or 5 year pension, at least. So, went to the Minnesota Timberwolves, ended up signing a training camp deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is not guaranteed, by the way. You have to actually make the team during training camp. So, I get hurt again the second week in training camp. So we're playing in practice. I
think there's a message here from somewhere.
Yeah, it's
crazy. Getting hurt a lot.
Yeah. So we're over in London. We're in our second practice, our 2-a-days practice. I'm driving to the hoop, and I get kneed by Kevin Love. You guys familiar with Kevin Love, right?
Yeah, Kevin Love's the guy who actually is not playing for the Cavaliers because he got his, shoulders knocked out of socket.
Yeah, he's done, but he put me out for about 4 or 5 weeks. So basically, I couldn't walk.
Well, karma's coming back to him, clearly. So yeah,
it's okay. I hope he gets better quick. But so I'm out at least 4 weeks. I couldn't even walk. It still hurts to this day. Sometimes my girl may sit on my lap, and I'm like, hold on, get that lap. So I got a quad contusion that still hurts to this day. So basically, we had to rehab throughout that whole preseason. Just rehab every day. I'm just shooting free throws at this point. I'm not even actually doing anything basketball related as far as agility stuff. So it comes to the very, very last preseason game. Trainers get me roughly 60%, 50, 55, 60%, enough to actually go out there and see if I can do something so they can feel good about cutting me at that time. So I go out, we play the Milwaukee Bucks, end up having 10 points, 6, 7 rebounds, about 4 assists in 12 minutes. Made the team that night. But at that point, I just wanted to prove something to myself. Played for a little while longer with the team. They ended up releasing me. I just didn't quite get healthy. And they wanted me to play the point guard position, but I was really a shooting guard. So they really wanted a true point guard. So they ended up releasing me. And that was a moment I had